Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. Are the Woods scared in prison? Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. In the late 80s, I became involved with drugs and would eventually become part of that lifestyle of trafficking, addiction, and violence. Over the next 20 years, I would be in and out of jail and prison. If you're thinking about trying something or you're dealing with addiction, your life don't need to go down the same path mine did. I hurt a lot of people, both physically and emotionally. These are my stories of how I transformed my life, and you can too. Let's get. So, before we get into the topic at hand, if you're new to the page, be sure to subscribe. Hit that like button, drop a comment, share the video. It really helps us to grow the channel. And hit that notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video or I go live, you will be notified. I should be going live tonight, Monday, around 9 p.m., somewhere around there. So be on the lookout for that as well. Also, you can become a member of the channel. Hit that join button, look at the different levels of membership, and just make a selection. That's the best way to support the channel. So I did the last video, the Woods run the Department of Corrections. And somebody dropped a comment basically saying that the Woods are just a bunch of scary dudes in prison. And I'm here to tell you, in anywhere that I did time from a level 1 all the way to a level 3 and ADSEG, I never ran across anybody that was scared, so to say. Somebody had dropped a comment about that, and the thing is, either, the Woods are one of the smaller groups on the yard almost everywhere you go. And either, excuse me, either you're going to be a productive member of the group or you're not going to be there. And if you're doing things that that reflect badly on the rest of the group, then you're definitely not going to be there. A couple of guys are going to get on you and you're going to go away, basically. In the places that I have been, like I was in several riots with all the groups, basically, with the blacks, with the Southsiders, with the Paisas. I wasn't on yards with Norteños, or like I was in reception with Bulldogs, but not necessarily in direct contact with them. But the thing about the Woods, and this is my personal experience, okay? I was never on a level 4 yard, so I can't speak to that. But everywhere that I've been, especially in places where I was in the know of what's going on and, different things that are happening, like we've always been a very strategic group. If there's an issue with another group, typically, we have certain targets we want to go at if something goes down. Certain people that are very influential, people that we may conceive as dangerous. When I was in McFarland, there was a Southsider, we'll call him Demon. He was that stereotypical level 4 type of guy. I don't know how the hell he got into the CCF, but he was there. And, from the conversations I had with other Woods that were in the know, if something went down, like a couple guys were going to be going after him for sure. He was the leader there, and he definitely had a certain swag about him that would lead you to believe that, I don't know if he's necessarily somebody. I don't know how he would have ended up there if he was, but he definitely slipped through the cracks. Maybe he was on a violation or something. He was just really short to the house, so they sent him there. I don't know. But when it kicked off on the yard with the Southsiders in the woods. That was the thing that happened there. There were people that were gunning for him, and we were outnumbered on that yard. And, it typically don't end well in those situations when your adversaries in a certain situation have you outnumbered 3-1 plus. It typically don't end well. But at the same time, we're all living here, and we're all going to do what we think is right. I don't necessarily want to say what we want to do, because there's always someone else shooting kites or something telling you what you need to do. So, that's that. And when I made it back over to Delano, North Kern, to the 3-yard, we were on lockdown. And basically, we were, one person up, one person down in the cell. And, we were just on standby in case the door popped. And occasionally that sort of stuff would happen. I was never involved with my door popping, but, the thing is, you have to be ready and you can't show weakness. So, what I meant in the last video that I made about Woods running the CDCR, or Department of Corrections, is that it's a mindset. Basically, it's a mindset that, we're the baddest dudes out there, and that's that. We all have to live there. There's a lot of diplomacy that actually does happen between the different organizations, different groups. And, honestly, if you're on a yard where people are out there making money, the last thing you want to do is have the place go up, because it's costing money. And if you have a pipeline of something coming in and you're making money, the last thing you want to do is lose that money. Now, if it's an issue where you just can't get around then that's what's going to happen. It will go up. And, I'm speaking on my time. Like I've said plenty of times on this channel, I have no idea what's going on in there right now. I hear some YouTubers talk about what's going on in there right now, but I'm not there. So I can't speak about what's going on in there now and the mindset of inmates or anything of, that idea. But one thing I will say is, a lot of times, if somebody's short to the house, they probably don't want to use a weapon on somebody. And that happened, and that's how I ended up in ADSEG. There was a guy across the way. Let's just say he was in cell 112 and I was in cell, I don't know, 150 or something. I don't recall what cell number I was in, but me and my cellie were aware that there was somebody that had bad paperwork across the way over there. It's a level 3 setting. We're on lockdown, and a kite was shot over and basically said that the dude's cellie was no good and he needed to go. And the cellie didn't want to act on that. So basically word got circulated that if we were out and we ran across this certain dude, he was at a Tulare, then, it was green light, go, do your best to get this guy. So, and I've told this story before. Me and my cellie were out doing showers, and it was basically, we were just about wrapping up. We heard the door pop from the that area outside the, I don't know, the rotunda, the whatever that passageway is before you come into the cell block. And when we seen it was him, we went to get him. There were no weapons involved. we were pretty much shower shoes and uh, boxers, basically. But we went and we got on him, and it ended the way it did. We both ended up in ADSEG over that. Uh, I don't feel like he got what he deserved. Not nearly enough, anyways, because he was one of those people that preyed on children. But, you know, ultimately, at the end of the day, respect is everything in there. And, for the people that have been on the higher level yards, you know what I'm talking about. You may feel that your group is superior, but you're not running around disrespecting folks, because things get deadly in there. And if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So, no, woods aren't scared in prison. I think when a riot's getting ready to kick off, if you tell me you don't have at least butterflies in your stomach, knowing that shit could go way sideways, then you're probably lying to yourself. And, it is what it is as far as that goes. But yeah, no, the woods aren't scared. We're in their programming just like everyone else is. And most of us are more than willing to pick up a piece and do what we have to do if the situation calls for it. So that is the video for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's this channel is about sobriety, and if you're looking to get into sobriety, welcome. Jump on Google, try to find a meeting or something close to you to where you can go and get some assistance in trying to get clean. Excuse me. Because really, that's what it's all about. This prison life, it's not cool. The so-called big homie status when you get out, like it's a bunch of BS, if you ask me. I know I was looked at with a lot more respect when I got out than I was before I went in, but it's really not worth it. That respect don't pay the bills. It don't keep your car running. You know what I mean? It don't take your kids to school in the morning. It don't do any of that stuff. So to me, it's none of it's really worth it. But I hope everybody's week is off to a good start. It's about building that foundation around you, about doing things the right way, so that we don't have to be looking over our shoulder. Who is that, a cop back there type of thing? We can just go about our lives and do our thing and make the best life we can out here. So, and it's also about taking care of ourselves. Just because you get clean doesn't mean that everything is going to be all hunky-dory. Like, we got to take care of ourselves. Make an appointment, go see the doctor, get yourself checked out. And, it's better to catch things early than to procrastinate and wait and then have something bad come up and then you're in a bad situation. So, family, fitness, and freedom are the things that help me get my life together, and they can help you as well. It's just one day at a time, guys. Like, all we can do is do the best we can today. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Also, hit that like button, share the video. Like I said, it really helps to grow the channel. We're coming up on 1,700 subs. I appreciate you all. Also, hit that notification bell so that when I drop a new video or I go live, you will be notified. Be sure to hit all on that. And join the channel. It's the best way to support this channel. Hit that join button and check out the different levels of membership and select whichever one best suits you. So once again, I appreciate you all. There's tons of videos on YouTube you could be watching, but you took the time to watch mine, and I thank you for that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And like I always say, don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.